Fine, you can stay here.
You're the best! We're gonna have so much fun.
On one condition.
Totally. Anything.
You have to get a job.
Ha! I knew she was gonna say that at some point. Also, thanks for the Link cameo. Well, this is interesting. With Flutter Brothers, Season 6 has fulfilled yet another entry in my wish list for the season. But, is it a good episode? Actually, yes it is. Fluttershy's brother Zephyr is once again mooching off of his parents and not doing anything for himself. Fluttershy soon tells her parents to talk Zephyr into moving out, which results in him moving in with Fluttershy, which she'll allow if he can get a job. After several failed attempts due to his unwillingness to do anything, Fluttershy finally kicks Zephyr out, leaving him to live out in the wilderness. But in her good nature, she decides to help him finish something for once in order to get him out of his freeloading habits. I should probably start by admitting that I'm not a fan of Zephyr. He is not a good character. Most of the time he's on screen, he goes on and on about how it's all about him with a pretty grating ego. Then there's the times that he lays off the work that he's given and still talks about it like he accomplished something. His effortless attempts to do anything are a way of showing Fluttershy's frustration towards him, and it does this very well. But it's still not a pleasant way to watch his character. Even his character arc near the end that explores his primal fear of being a failure does very little to excuse his repetitive annoyance. He's the type of character who thinks he can do whatever he wants and believes that everything is owed to him. And that doesn't make a good character. Unless they're a villain, and I'm pretty sure that the writers didn't intend for Zephyr to be a villain. On the good side though, the episode is very well paced. Like, very, very well paced. Which is something that's needed in order to make up for last week's episode. It goes through each stage of Fluttershy dealing with her brother that you would expect in this situation. Zephyr moving in to mess things up, Fluttershy telling her parents to kick him out, Fluttershy helping him find a job, and so forth. All of the scenes fit together in a way that gives them enough time to appropriately convey the conflict to the audience. Not too fast, not too slow, it's all done at the perfect speed. This is also one of those episodes where all of the main six are present without their presence feeling pointless. They offer to help Fluttershy and Zephyr with their problems and have some fairly funny reactions to his nonsense. We also get to spend some time with Fluttershy's parents, and it's great to see that they have the same gentle and pacifist nature of their daughter. Plus, there's a really funny scene with Spike that both treats him like a butt monkey and gives him deserving justice. Let me tell ya, that is rare. We also see how Fluttershy has grown into a more assertive character. She expresses disapproval of her brother's freeloading and becomes frustrated with him as he gets out of hand. She even scolds him for using their parents for his own needs, which shows her ability to stand up for herself and others. But she doesn't just give up on him straight away. She offers to help him while treating the situation seriously, and even plans ahead to make sure that he doesn't try to dodge his way out of it. And even after she kicks him out, she still feels sympathy for him because, well, he's family, and he's not a completely lost cause. She tells him that he can be good at something if he just gets over himself and stops worrying about being a failure. But what's really notable is how she lectures her parents into setting Zephyr straight. For the first time ever, she's teaching others how to be assertive in the right way. This is something we've never seen before, and it adds great growth to her character. Everything about this episode feels like an application of everything she's learned throughout the series, and I highly appreciate this episode for pulling it off well. And the ending fits pretty well with everything. Through a song that expresses great harmony between Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash, we finally see Zephyr doing something on his own and having his efforts pay off. You may think it's cheating that Zephyr graduates at the last second, but considering how confusing the timeline of the episodes are already, we can always just assume that this happens several months later. On the whole, I really like the way the episode handles its adult message. The consequences of becoming a freeloader and relying too much on others in a way that's not just believable, but relatable. It's done in a way that's not ridiculous, over the top, or underplayed. It feels like this is how it would actually happen. But with enough time and effort, you'll be able to make something of yourself in your journey to become a responsible adult. Flutter Brutter is an episode that gives good insight on the dangers of freeloading while also showing us the progression of Fluttershy's character growth. It also has good humor and good family dynamics that's sure to appreciate people who've been wanting to see this from the characters. It's certainly an episode that I look forward to seeing again sometime soon. MisAnthro Pony, over and out.
Right now, I feel like I can do anything. Except find a place. I can still crash here for a few days, right?